hard cut on the music.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. But I am Brandon Corbett of WSEM. This, you probably know him as The Bone, Travis Strojny.
Hello.
Will be hosting your events tonight. And double tap that screen there, Steve, and let them see who's producing this thing. Do you know how to double tap?
Yep. Hey, how's it going? I appreciate the hearts. Thanks.
All right. Steven's going to be handling your questions and making sure we stay somewhat in line. Is that fair?
Fair enough.
All right. So,
Hollister said this guy is fucking hot. So
all right, there we go.
thank you, Hollister.
All right, so why are we here?
Why are we here, Brandon?
Drinking beer.
Yes, we are.
Oh, but also to select the division placements. Specifically,
First one of the year.
the first one for Ringler Division. Hence, I'm wearing the Ringler shirt. Proudly. I've played there before. All right, so this team's going to be joining the Wicked Aces. We don't know much about the divisions yet, obviously. Your Wolfpacker and Garcia. The Aces, WSEM champs, are sitting in Ringler.
Hard to beat.
So do you think anyone really wants to join this division?
To be honest, I don't think anyone really wants to. The Aces are a tough team. Austin Bischoff's coming back from having a year off. Joins his brother and I'm sorry, who else?
Evan Bortness.
Bortness, that's right.
They're both Evan and they were 8 and 9. It's confusing.
I forgot.
And they're also Evan B. But anyway,
That's tough.
that team doesn't have a lot of money to spend, but we can get to that in a little
No,
bit. So you might remember we did something like this 2 years ago. We spent a lot of time in Carl's apartments, and then we went to Alexia's, and there was a sword, and then we lost our clothes. We're going to try not to do that again. But this is going to be a little bit different because back then we knew everything about the teams, knew their full rosters. Now we only know 3 guys from each, so half a roster. The good thing about that is when we select a team, we'll have a little more to talk about. We want to talk about draft needs, how they match up possibly with this Juggernaut Aces team, and et cetera, et cetera. Also, lastly, there's no rivalry series. So at what point you can get picked, it doesn't really matter. It's just what division you end up in. That's really the big, I think on the sheet it's written as the whole enchilada.
It is.
If you prefer nachos, it can be that. That's all that matters is what division you end up in, who you can beat out for the championship in your division. That's pretty much all that matters. All right, so we've already mentioned it. Wicked Aces. They're the team in Ringler. That's what we're dealing with tonight. They were 19-8-1 last year. Won the championship. And Austin Bischoff, $50 player. Remember the other guys?
Evan Bischoff,
$50
$50
player.
player. Evan Bortness,
$50
$50
player.
player.
Where this hurts them is they have a total of $50 to draft the rest of their team because they had a $10 cap hit from not franchising Zadams. So they can't get much better. I don't know if they
Adams is a good all-around player.
All right. So we kind of alluded to this already, but do you think any teams want this spot right now at all?
Honestly, the only team I think that wants a spot, well, there's 2. Redcocks.
Not one.
Redcocks want this spot only because revenge of last year's championship series. Can't really say much else. I mean, the Aces are a tough team. It's a tough team to put. It's going to be a tough division no matter what. And I would like to see the Holy Balls there, just because I would like to see how Paquin does with that Ringler division and the rest of his team. Yes.
I could see the Holy Balls. They're, for one, back in 2013, the Holy Balls were in Ringler. At that time, they had a .643 winning percentage. Since then, they played in Garcia the last 2, and it's been less good. .357 total win percentage. So they might want to go back for that, and plus, R.J. Fisher.
Oh, can't forget about Fisher.
If he's there, you know he's going to want to. He's going to want to beat the Aces straight up.
That's
so
if he shows up. He's an ex-ace.
that could be a good angle there. So before we move on, any feedback?
Mark Phillips asks, Strojny, is that your dad's pants?
Yes, it is.
I thought we weren't reading our comments.
We weren't going to, but I thought that was pretty fucking funny.
Any topical things? Anyone else have any teams that they want in there, et cetera, so on, and boo? I don't know,
Carl, what do you think?
we don't have time to wait for this.
Fisher has a girlfriend. Your thoughts?
That's what I said.
All right.
If Fisher has a girlfriend, he's not showing up this season at all.
All right.
Last season he showed up for I think 2 games.
There have been countless teen movies made about this. Break them up, get them back on the team.
Exactly.
All right, then. Are there any teams you want to see here? Not that they want to, but that you want there.
The Holy Balls. I'd like to see the Holy Balls there.
So that was your way of going about that.
Yes.
For me, I really don't care at this point. It's a free for all at this point, but I kind of might want to be there just because, similar to the Holy Balls, my best year ever with the winning percentage was over there.
In the Ringler.
In the Ringler, because I think Ringler just breeds winners. So possibly, maybe I want to be over there. I'm $3.99 lifetime in Garcia, $6.43 lifetime in Ringler. It might be nice to win again, but I don't know. So what do you think about that one, Farkas? Do you?
I'd rather stay on Strojny's Garcia side.
Is that?
I don't want to be with the Wicked Aces. Are you kidding me?
So you want your team to be in the Ringler Division?
I wouldn't be terribly upset if we were. Only because of that history, but I agree with my colleague over there that I'd much rather. I think we have a better shot of matching up with the Wolfpack than the White Asses. Oh, and just since I have the numbers written down, these two have never played in Ringler, so they.
No, I am not, and I will not get the chance because my team won the division. So I am yet stuck in the Garcia for 3rd season straight.
Hey, but you have a 556 overall win percentage.
I do.
Thank you for the hearts.
We're not going to say Farkas's because it's not as good. 457. Ooh. 473, sorry. Ooh. All right, so
Okay, there's a question right now.
Awesome.
Is the Wolfpack spelled with a CK or only a C this year?
It's still just a CK because we don't change things like that. They never filed for it before December 1st. And here's the backstory on this one.
I didn't even know this was a thing. Go ahead.
Because back when they came around, was it 2014? Yeah, 2014, the first year. They wanted to do it for the NWO Wolfpack, and they spelled it with a C. At the time, I'm like, no, wrestling's a joke. And then last year, I kind of started watching it again, and might have killed Sessions in Kalamazoo.
It's our theme song.
Elbowed
I
a
do
great
remember
theme song.
that. That was a nice elbow.
So I could see why you might think I'd bring it back, but no, it's still with a CK. Also, after I killed Sessions' face at that restaurant, I stopped watching wrestling. It was
really nice.
A smart move. Anything else before we're pretty much set for the spin?
Next year? What about next year?
Sure.
Okay.
2017?
It's a ways away.
Is this
All right.
Hollister asking these questions?
Of course, it's how they're asking these
I
questions.
should have.
I think we're ready to go now.
Would you like to
So
spin
without
it?
further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing under road. And since the wheel doesn't have a mistake, because we actually had this one professionally made, there's only going to be one spin tonight. There cannot possibly be more. In the future, we're not sure. Since this is a whiteboard, we might peel the stickers off and then write weird questions on it. Or we might leave the teams on there and just leave them to talk about.
Just X them.
No, when it lands on there, you talk about it. Like I asked a couple
We
questions,
didn't
and we have a
discuss it.
question.
No, you want to use
Oh,
volleyball.
you want a ball. All right, so do you want the honors?
Oh, I would love the honors.
I say pull it towards you.
Pull it towards me. Division spin number 1.
Ringler slot 2.
Here we go.
Get the seals and go shit. Thank God.
And it's
Oh boy! Oh shit!
That is a money.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
If you guys don't know, that is the El Diablos, the 2014 champions. Gonna be
Carl, how
really
excited are
good
you?
one.
I'm sure you're still on there. All right, so El Diablos, he just said it, 2014
says he
champions.
called it. Carl says he called it.
Carl wanted him. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier on this, but I mentioned it earlier to you guys.
Yeah.
He was the one he wanted, because he wants El Diablos and Wicked Aces to have to play for it all against each other in the division. So that's happening. All right, and you mentioned it earlier. They kind of petered out at the end of last season due to participation, not playoff eligible. They still finished 11-15-2. I think there was 2 games back.
Solid.
Pertinently, it's Chandler Phillips, $45. Everyone in the world of Worthwell knows him. Kyle Tomlinson, $35. Dakota Lattiser, $20. That's actually probably a good price for him.
It's a solid 3.
And they have $110 in cap space, so they have some room to work.
What do you think they need? Their
They
biggest.
need a number 2 arm.
I agree.
That's a big one.
They
right
need
now.
a number 2.
All 3 of them can bat. All 3 of them good bats, actually.
Yeah.
That number 2 arm will be the big one. And I'm just going to say this one for Chandler's sake. They need 3 more guys who are actually going to show up to 7 games.
Yeah.
We can probably take a seat.
They need some consistent players.
Consistent players would definitely help them. So,
And number 2.
So you're saying Michael Sessions, David Burr, and then a pitcher.
Yes.
I mean, if you spend
Sessions, Burr, that's all you.
and the number 2 pitcher.
Start talking up Chandler.
All right, and they were 1-2-1 against the Aces last year. I probably should have looked up their actual career. Their career is actually not that bad. I think it's one tie under 500. I think it's 6-5-1, or sorry, 5-6-1, something like that. Anyway, so don't quote me on that. I could be wrong, but I mean they're close all the time. 1-2-1 last year again. It's almost 500. So that's the year that broke them. They actually played Wicked Aces for the championship in 2013.
13. 14 was
And
Belgian, and
they
lost.
they lost
the
3-1
Yep.
in that one.
1 in 2014.
The
to
dog
Belgium.
ran on the field. So that's the big one on that.
Oh
so,
yeah, Sonny. Duh.
Sonny.
Can't forget Sonny.
Sonny's better than pancakes. That's an inside joke from this room. It's a rabbit. All right, so that pretty much wraps things up. I don't know.
Concludes it.
That's gonna be a fun division right there. I think
I'm excited, honestly.
I'm gonna say one. I guarantee one thing. In 2 weeks, nobody is going to want to be selected. I'm just gonna say that right now. So,
Yeah, I mean, that's already a tough division. If Chandler can get guys to show, Aces show up with their original squad, pick up a few draft guys, it's going to be a real tough division.
So, as the history of Ringler is always the better division, so it
As
continues.
history goes.
It's the thing now. But yeah, next week we'll be back with first slot in Garcia to join this guy's Wolfpack. Let's do an early question. Who do you want in there?
Let me take a look. You know, I'd like to see the Islanders. No, honestly, I think the Squirrels would be a good competitors in the Garcia division.
Fuck the Squirrels.
Wow.
Fuck Skinner too.
Yes. Any comments, questions, feedback before we go?
Any questions, guys? Oh, wait. No.
No, all right. So I'll just throw it out there that the Squirrels now no longer with Sessions, no longer with Carl. They're now with Dylan Braden, originally a Duck.
New captain.
New captain.
First time captain, right?
First time captain. He's been around since 2011.
Carl asked me, why do I hate the Squirrels?
That's a fair question. You did
Well,
say
okay.
Squirrels.
Well, at first it was because I didn't like the Agnes brothers, but I get along with them now.
I agree.
But me, altogether, my 2 least favorite people in the league are on that team, and that's Ray Brown and Craig Skinner.
Wow.
Craig Skinner.
You're aware we're playing them opening weekend.
Ray Brown tried to fight me.
That's true.
And then Craig Skinner, he's just a cocky asshole, so you know what?
Is Craig really just cocky? Craig's on cocaine.
Smokes a lot of dope.
Craig's cocky. He's very cocky.
All right, this is getting off the rails.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and say goodbye. Let's try and do our thing again that we did earlier.
Okay.
We might be able to do this again, possibly.
I'm Travis Strojny.
Brandon Corbett, Stephen Farkas behind the glass.
We'll see you next week. See you.
When yours good.
Oh, better the first time.